How do I end this video? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raven Joseph. I am a educator, life coach, and Writing to Heal instructor here in New York City for now, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So I just wanted to come on here and show you the prayer board that I created for 2024. For those of you who don't know, I'm a high school teacher here in New York City, and we have a break. We have a week off, and it's time for rest for us teachers, family, vacations and everything. But I chose for this break to pack, to rest, and to spend time with family and friends, and also to reflect on 2023. 2023 has been good to me. Usually I do a vision board, which I started in like 2016. Sometimes we'll have vision board parties. I posted that on my Instagram account in the past, but with my journey in the last few years, I have shifted to not only just envisioning things, but to pray about it. And so this is why I'm doing this. So I just want to preface that there is no right or wrong way to do your prayer board, in my opinion. I think you're supposed to do what feels right to you. And for me, because this last quarter of 2023 were so overwhelming, I decided that I needed to drop all of what was on my mind with all the changes that were happening so quickly and unexpectedly, and just reflect on the things. There's so many amazing things that have happened to me this year that I'm grateful for. So I feel like when you're on the go all the time, you forget those things. And it was so important for me in this week off just to sit still. I observed the Sabbath. I fasted because I needed to just get a little reset. And yes, I actually do start 2024 with prayer and fasting. My church is starting it soon. So if you're not plugged into a church or a group that fasts and prays together, God says, give him your first of everything. He's going to multiply it. I started doing prayer and fasting actually with Pastor Mike Todd. And this was 2022. And what I liked about them, so this is going to be my third year doing it. So what I liked about Transformation Church, I was plugged into my church before the pandemic. And then when the pandemic came and we were doing church online, I just didn't really connect. And my Connect group girls, we were there. And then when it ended, we kind of fell apart and trying to keep up with relationships. People were all over the place because people were furloughed. It was so much going on. It was just so hard to keep those relationships. And so 2021 was kind of rocky. And after my breakup was it 2020? In the 2020, I wanted a reset again. And so 2021 was still a hot mess. But then by the end of 2021, I was getting it together. And by 2022, I was like, this is what I want to do. And Transformation Church had the 21 days of prayer and fasting. And it was an amazing experience for me. It was they gave you the scripture, you were able to study. So every time I came home after work, I would start my soap. I post this sometimes. It's Bible journaling in a more creative way because it has scripture, and they would give us scripture. And before this, I didn't have any way of really remembering scriptures. So I do like the soap method. I use it all the time. And I started using the soap method that year, but in my actual journal. So I didn't actually have a notebook to do it. And what I liked about them is that when I came home, by 6 o'clock, I had showered, ate my dinner, and then I would read the scripture that they had for the day. And then they would actually come on. So you weren't by yourself going through this journey. So that 21 days really started the year off right for me. And honestly, I started hearing more from God. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. So I will continue to do what works for me, and this works for me. And this year I just decided rather than doing a vision board, I would do a prayer board just to stay in line with what I've been doing. And my church does start next week with having 21 days of prayer and fasting, which I will be joining. They do it in the morning time, not the evening. But again, I did start with, before I even started deciding what to pray for, I went and did some journaling. I went and observed the Sabbath. I was just still. And also I reflected. So I did a lot of journaling because there was a lot on my mind with the things that were happening in my life. And I really have been so busy. I haven't really, well, I have, but not in a way that I felt like it made sense. So I needed things to make sense for me. I write. I write. I'm a writing skill instructor for a reason. Like I love to write. Writing helps me to gain clarity, understanding for everything that I'm going through. And so I came up on these topics. And usually when we do like vision boards, we talk about what we want, the visuals for health, wellness, our career, our family. But I went a little bit more deeper, and I have 21 different topics that I have on here. Like I even have one for gratitude. So I don't intend to use all of these different cards every single day. So here it looks like I got the template on Canva. So you see here family and friends, and then I have the scriptures. So I don't intend to use these scriptures every single day, but I do intend to maybe once a week. I haven't really decided, and there's no right or wrong. I just don't know what I want to do with this. But so far, I've done the reflecting, and then I got the scriptures together. I used my actual Bible, which I gifted myself for my birthday in 2023, and it's called the She Reads Truth Bible. It's really fun. I also use the Bible plan that's on my phone to get some scriptures that aligned with what I wanted to see in those areas of my life, and so that I can pray over that. And the reason why I didn't just pin it to my board. So here's my board here. Because I am serious about prayer. This looks all pretty and stuff like that, but I'm very serious about my prayer life. And so I wanted something. The reason why I didn't just write it on here is because I actually want to take it with me. So if I'm focused on like family for this week, I want to be able to keep it in my Bible with me when I'm traveling or when I'm praying. Like sometimes I go into different spaces in the house to pray. I can't take my prayer board with me everywhere, right? It's pretty, but like it's not practical for the way I move. Like if I'm in a space and I don't feel comfortable, or maybe I just want to go to a coffee shop or something, I could just bring, and what I'm going to do is cut these out and put them on the note cards that I have so that they go into the envelopes. But when I'm focused on praying for something, they'll stay with my Bible. So again, I'm a high school teacher. I like crafts and stuff like that. I like to work with my hands. I'm actually also a candle maker. For those of you who don't know, Candid Soul is my company, Candid Soul Company, and I sell candles, soy wax candles. And what I used here, it's everything is old. There's nothing here that I had to go out and buy. So I love to paint sometimes. Sometimes I host paint nights at my apartment, and so like I have old boards here. These are from Michaels, the craft stuff. It says $20, but I think I might have gotten these for 10. And they have different designs in them, different patterns in them. So these are all old stuff, and I have to get rid of them anyway because I'm moving. So why not use them? So they have different patterns, and I use these crafts papers. The crafts papers here, just to create my board. These envelopes are what I use when I was giving, when I sell my candles. I get thank you notes, personalized thank you notes, and I would use them. So these are the old ones. I have new ones for this year, but this is what I use. So I haven't decided what I'm going to put on each, but I do know that when I cut these, they're going to fit in here. And because it is paper, I'm actually going to cut these papers to fit some note cards. I know I have smaller note cards than this. I have a lot of craft stuff like that I'm going to be donating to my classroom. So some note cards, I'm going to cut them out and make sure they fit on here, so then they fit in the envelope and they can also travel with me. Yeah, so I have some stickers here, so I'm going to make it look pretty. I mean, it still looks cute. What you think? I had some old ribbon when I used to sell cupcakes. I used to make treats and I used the old ribbon from that to do the corners. Like everything that's in here, on here is recycled. It's nothing store-bought. And I don't think you really have to be fancy with it. I feel like this is for you, but you know, social media makes people feel pressure to make things look good and to impress others. But it's really for yourself. It really is for yourself. It's a fun way just to remind yourself like, hey, there's this cool thing that I do. Keep doing it. This year, 2024, I will be on more, posting more. I'll be MIA for a couple of weeks because I'm doing prayer and fasting. And that would mean fasting from social media too, because your girl got a little addiction. It's weird. Like I'm on TikTok all the time. It's bad. And scrolling, but I have some projects coming up this year that I'm going to share with you. So do follow me on TikTok. I'm going to put my TikTok handle in the caption or the description because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, get some stickers, get some index cards. You can use cork boards. You can use tape, cute pens. Don't ask me how much. I love these pens. They were pricey though. You need to sponsor me because I'm never going to buy these pens again. But this was my Christmas gift to myself. Some cute pens. I have everything that I need. So it's like... Christmas is for everybody else. But yeah, so do follow me on TikTok. Do follow me here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This year is going to be amazing for us all. I'm going to be praying for you too. I actually have that on here. One of the things to pray for are my new subscribers and, you know, people, strangers I come across, that we can connect and we can help each other and just grow in our faith. Yes. I said faith, and I'm going to say faith again as a hint to where the direction I am going in with my coaching. You'll be seeing it. Just embrace and transition. Work with me. All right. Well, Happy New Year to you all. I'm just praying for blessings and a prosperous new year to you and your family. Take care. Bye for now.
How God works. But it is very obvious.